Welcome back everyone, it's me, Jinx McGuffin, and since my channel is being noticed a lot more for Jet Set Radio content, I thought I'd give you another Jet Set Radio video. Inspired by false proofs, I want to talk about what I would personally like to see in the third installment of Jet Set Radio. Here's a little thing for the comments below. What do you think the game is going to be called? JSRX, JSR3, or JSRS, as in Jet Set Radio Switch? Now, first things first, I want them to fix the stamina bar issue, and many have told me why they did that, why it's all weird. As I said in the Jet Set Radio for Everyone, I found it strange there was the gray part but then the rest of the bar. This was to show the stamina differences. But why not just, I don't know, show them on the stats, like percentage of stamina decrease, you know, something like that. I respect that they're showing differences, but I don't like that. I don't think there's ever been a game with stamina bars that's ever done that besides Jet Set Radio. Like I said, it's a cosmetic problem with me, so if they do it in the next one, I'm gonna give them the evil eye, but it won't ruin my day. Secondly, I like more character customization. Hover did a great job. That's one of the things I applauded for. Even though the two games are extremely separate, Jet Set Radio and Hover, no, many say they're very similar. The thing is with Hover, they took a good step in a good direction. Now, with their character customization, you can pick different types and then customize them with colors and such. And then, that character would have a name and everything, you know, for selection, and they go on to this big story. Now, even though the characters will say, hey, Fohamner or something like that, that was your character, that's who you were, but in Jet Set Radio, you were Beat, Garum, Cube, or anybody else. But the thing about it though, the game didn't know that. The game thought that you were a GG, and you didn't really have much else besides that, so Hover definitely wins in that department of character customization and, you know, being noticed in game. But the thing is, with Jet Set Radio, I don't want character customization like Hover. That's just reference. But I don't like character customization like Mod Nation Racers. Just kind of really, really deep. The thing is, I want to be the Rudy on the streets. I mean, if I want to be a GG, I want to be my own GG. You know, like, I can customize my own skin color, my own clothes, give myself my own skates. Not like build your own skates, but kind of like maybe they'll have a good selection of skates or anything for you to select from. That would be really cool. Or we can have, like, maybe we can, if it was online, we can import our own logos from our desktop and just, like, put them on our shirts and everything. Like, Beat, he had his little kind of bullseye mark on the back of his neck. Just cool stuff like that. You create your own custom skater with their own custom name. And saying the fact that there's no voice, I'm not sure. Saying the fact that there's no real voice acting in Jet Set Radio, character-wise, yeah, it can just fit right in, just like how Hover system is. I can have my own name and everything. Instead of it being different types of GGs, I'm a regular person who just happens to be a GG. Or Poison Gem or Love Shockers. That would be something cool to the character customization. Instead of rushing into a GG, I'm a random Rudy who ends up with, like, any of the gangs. That would be great for story, and I'll get back to the story thing later. Now, for 3, I would like a much deeper story. And I got back to that real quick. The thing is, I didn't like the stories in 1 and 2. It's not that they were boring or anything, just that I feel like there wasn't much heart put into them, and everything else was kind of blown up in your face and really cool, but the rest was just pretty lame. The story is actually a very crucial part to half the game. That's why you go to all these awesome areas. And stories will be affected by areas and all other stuff like that. I would like there to be a really deep story. If let's say I go on the road to Poison Jam, I can see from whatever story that happens on Poison Jam's perspective. And as for a story that I would personally like to see in the next Jet Set Radio game, I could say a story like this. Let's say, here we go, I got something out of the top of my head. This, I think, will be the perfect story for the next Jet Set Radio game. Like, let's say if I selected Poison Jam or something. A story that fits to all different perspectives, but still the same story overall. Now, I think my perfect story would go something like this. It's pretty far out. Let's say Kay's getting pretty tired and such. You know, he can't really go on leading Jet Set Radio much longer. He's pretty old. You can tell by his gray hair and everything. And now, the different gangs, right? They want to hear different music. Like on Jet Set Radio Live, it shows what kind of gangs, what music you listen to if you pick a certain gang station. And what if that's like in real life? Poison Jam wants rock music, Love Shockers wants female acoustics, and the GG just want classic funk, you know, stuff like that. And now, all the gangs are competing to see who gets control of Jet Set Radio. And that would actually be pretty cool. I mean, it also comes up with something else I wanted to see. In the anime Air Gear, it kind of showed Rudy stuff like that, but it was like gang battles and everything. That's what I want to see. Cool, like, more urban battling and such. That's something for me, though. So, all of that combined would be perfect. Good story, select your own team, a bit more urbanness. And you know what? Just for fun, we should have dance battles. I mean, the characters dance all the time, so why not just, from time to time, instead of just punching each other, we have a straight up dance battle for turf. I would love to see that. Now, for the fifth thing here, I'd like some kind of newer models. I was on Instagram. I was looking at some person's Twitter page today, and I saw this girl named was Lena, right? She started making these new Jet Set Radio models. I guess for fun. But that's what I'm kind of shooting for. I understand if the models are redone, they won't have the cool style from the first two games of Jet Set Radio, but at the same time, change is good. If they keep the original style, hopefully they do it in a way that's kind of new to the new target audience. But if they do something new, kind of like Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, I think that beat model looked alright. It looked alright. It could have been polished a bit better. But if done so, I think if done really well, that could work. Like, what if the character models look like the character art actually? Kind of, there's lots of character art on B, for example. If any of the models look like that, I think it'd go pretty well. For number 7, I would like more characters. I don't know. Not that I don't like the original characters, obviously. But if we had redesigns of all the characters, that would be cool. But if you want to go for a newer audience, we should have new characters. All of the original characters should cater to the fans, the hard time fans like me and everybody else, but new characters catering towards other people. So, new GGs, old GGs, and me. Which, I guess I would be a new character, wouldn't I? I mean, that's a little callback there. Sonic Forces has a new way of you making your own character, so how come Jet Set Radio can't? Yeah, let's all ponder that for a second. For number 8, this one's kind of obvious, but hopefully we can get Deki Naganuma for the soundtrack. I hope so, because I know it doesn't work for Sega anymore, and yeah. And for love of God, can he make more than 2 tracks? I feel like he's been doing that for like the past 3 years. It hasn't gone over 2 tracks he's made for someone, so yeah, let's at least get a soundtrack of 10, at least 10 songs. Not remixes. No. Okay, fine, remixes, but still, really, really good remixes. At least 3 new songs, but the rest can be remixes. Alright, I'm fine with that. Also, for number 9, I want it to be a game for all systems, not just stuck on one like Future was. Jet Set Radio was able to get to the PlayStation and Steam, but Jet Set Radio Future is still stuck on Xbox, and I guess with the backwards compatibility, possibly Xbox One or Onyx. So, yeah, just for all systems and all ways. Ooh, that'd be great, because if it was on all systems, right? Maybe we could have like online stuff. That'd be cool. We could like all Rudy can meet up in different garages, different servers. I just combined in one topic with another. But you guys got it though. Online play across all systems. That's what I like to see for Jet Set Radio. Ooh, for number 10, I want more skates. And I was thinking about this kind of like the Sonic Riders system, or Sonic Riders. Yeah, I think they did this in Riders, but mostly zero gravity, right? Shadow and such, he could buy his own skates, and they were also bikes and hoverboards. But with Jet Set Radio, that's what we could do. I mean, adding to the gameplay is that I have my own custom skater, right? And my skater, he can have basic skates that I change colors and stuff. But as the game goes on, I don't know what the currency is going to be. Soul points? I don't know, that'd be cool. But with all these different soul points, I could go to a shop somewhere in my garage and get new skates. And these skates will like change my base stats that I have. Maybe when I start my character off, I can make some certain stats, and the skates change the stats. The skates change the stats as time goes on. That would be really cool, kind of getting deeper into it and making my character really mine. With the perfect skates that fit my perfect playing style. Like, I don't know, my base skates are for characters who want to go fast. The second pair of skates I buy are for like better turning, for better air. The next skates I buy, they're better for making long jumps and for doing tricks like at multiple occurrences. Just little things like that. And something else about Sonic Riders was that each board and such had a special kink to it. Like, let's see, hoverboards, some would have more rings than others, some could go really fast. Some hoverboards, they had lots more air than other ones did. Some can perform 3 tricks in like a second. Just really cool stuff like that. I like to see that in there. For number 11 and for number 12, I'm just going to kind of combine them. So for 11, I would like to see a new game plus mode. After we collect all the characters, right, we can start over the game again. Instead, I can make my own GG or, my own Rudy, or I could go into other characters like Zero Beat and see even more perceptions of the story. That would be very nice, because now I'm going into 10. One thing I found, or 12, one thing I found really weird was that the characters, right? So I had Zero Beat, and once I beat the game, I'd go talk to Beat. Like, this is after Chapter 9. He would say the same thing he'd probably say to Jazz or somebody, because in the American version, all the dialogue was kind of stuck. So depending on who you pick, you didn't really get much interesting dialogue. And that's what I want to see. In the Japanese version, you got some really interesting stuff. Like, let's say Zero Beat talked to Beat after the game was over. Beat would say something like, you know what, you're a shadow, nothing else, get away from me, you know? There'd be some unique interaction there. Or like, when Potts would talk to the characters, like, how are you walking? Just like, stuff like that. I like to see cool things like that. That would be cool. Little Easter eggs and such to other Sega games. Hidden things with dialogue and everything. And the dialogue is the coolest thing about this game. Depending on what character you use, depending on which year. That's just one thing interesting. You can learn really interesting information about the characters that way. Age, favorite colors, who knows? That's what I like to see in this game. Yeah. This was cool. I just wanted to kind of babble for a sec about Jet Set Radio, because I can stay on tune with that for a little bit. Well, that's about it, all I would like to see, so see if I can round that back up. Fix the stamina bar, make the story a little bit deeper, get some really cool character development, really cool character customization. Maybe just maybe have a Jet Set Radio live link in there we can turn on, listen to music. For online people only, of course. Have some dance battles for fun. Make some, I guess, more refined models. If that doesn't happen, like I said, I'm perfectly fine. Make some more characters, that would be cool. Make sure Hideki Nakamura was there, that's top priority. In fact, make that my number one. Make it third party for all different systems. Make sure it's online play so we can all meet up there. Could you guys imagine that? Like, everyone from Jet Set Radio Live, we all met in our own server, our own garage. Maybe it's called JSRL or something like that. And we could like spray graffiti over it. And we'd all be there in our own cool like Rudies and such, just meeting up. That'd be awesome. I wish that could happen. A new game plus would be nice. Some more skates, kind of like Sonic Riders, would also be cool. And unique character interactions. That's all I really like to see. That's me. Thank you guys for taking time to listen to me babble. I know some of you guys are actually going to miss all this Jet Set Radio content. But the thing is, at the moment, I'm putting out as much as I can. I actually have another Jet Set Radio idea that's coming in soon. I'm working on animation, spoiler alert. So, before I leave this video, I wanted to ask, I'm working on some more stuff on the side, but I need to ask you guys. I'm now at 30 subscribers, thanks to multiple shout-outs from multiple people. Thank you so much to all those people. Thank you so much to False Proof. Thank you so much to DJ Professor K. Thank you so much to the team of JSR Forever for shouting me out. I really appreciate these shout-outs, and this goes out to those 3 people, specifically anyone else helped me. Thank you also to Bye Bye Blue, I almost forgot about him, sorry. To all those people who have helped me, they know what they are. There's more. But the thing is, you guys ever need anything from me, you just be sure to send me a message, drop a comment. I'm always open. I'm an open guy. I do stuff all the time for people. So, yeah. During the school year, time's gonna go kind of slow because I think I go back to school in like 4 weeks. Oh man, summer's already over, people. But I'm going to 30 subscribers and I now have 1,000 views, or over 1,000 views. So what are some specials, guys? You want to do a Q&A or anything? What do you want me to do for 30 subscribers, and what do you want me to do for 1,000 views? Please leave a response in the comments. I want to know. I want to do something because I'm working on my 20 subscriber special and I'm working on my 666 view special. So there's just that. Thank you so much for listening to me babble. I'll be sure to get these videos out to you guys soon in the coming weeks. Thanks for checking out another Adam Sushi broadcast, and stay tuned.